This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Prisma Lopez-Marin. Thank you for joining us. After almost 3 years of working towards a mural on behalf of the Jasper Community Arts Mural Committee, the arrival of more public art debuted this week in Jasper. Jasper Arts Commission Program Coordinator Karina Mack states that it's always a great venture to find inspiration in the arts, as she explains how 2 Art Commission board members became inspired by a mural program in Philadelphia, which spearheaded the mural committee here in Jasper. The committee placed a call for artists last May, placing it on various media outlets. They received 6 artist proposals. Among them was Jessa Simon, who impressed the commission and the mural committee with her portfolio, as she has prior experience in working with city commissions around the country and has a strong background in education and working with nonprofits. Max spoke about the positive reception from the commission and community about the mural, and also the influence it can demonstrate to those interested in going into the art field, such as students from the SOFA Club.
You know, I spoke with him as they were painting, and I said, how do you think it's going? And he said, it's amazing. He said, you know, we're the SOFA Club. He said, but for them to be able to get out and actually apply what we talk about, they'll retain. He said, we can talk about it all day long, as with most things, but to actually apply it and get out there and do it, that's what really resonates with people. And with those students, I found that to be true. And Jessa being so approachable, she did talk to them a little bit overall about, you know, needing a business education when you go into arts, just to sustain, maintain, and market yourself. And along with that, she really individually, they came up and approached her and asked her a lot of questions, just specific to what field they were going into. And she had a lot of input. I mean, she's done a lot of things.
She added that after speaking with the student's teacher, he indicated that the most important way for students to truly experience art is to be able to get out and apply what they are taught. It will resonate stronger. Mural artist and public arts advocate Jessa Simon from California has worked on various projects since 2012 in places such as National Charity League, Arizona Science Center, Downtown Phoenix Partnership, prominent hotels, and public art commissions in Iowa, Massachusetts, Arizona, and more. Aside from murals, she has also worked on canvas work that is exhibits in various galleries throughout the country and has created a 5-foot, 400-pound fiberglass sculpture for the San Francisco General Hospital Foundation. Simon extended her gratitude to the community of Jasper, as she has received positive feedback on the mural's significance. She highlighted a moment with a little boy who she called a poet and a genius for saying that he was leaving his signature after drawing on the community side of the wall. When asked about how Simon observed her own legacy with having various artwork displayed throughout the country, she expressed that it's an incredible feeling and it's special when a community opens their arms to you and engages in community collaboration of artistic interpretation and love. Simon describes that the inspiration that allowed her to arrive to the mural titled Secret Garden
essentially depicts a little girl who is releasing birds up into the air, and right up into the air with those birds you'll see a zipper that goes alongside that wall, sort of leading to an opening. And what it is that zipper is being shown as if it is unzipping the wall, that little girl releasing those birds into the secret garden that she has just revealed by that zipper. And it essentially was inspired by a quote that I stumbled upon saying, "Oh darling, what if you fall? Oh darling, what if I fly?" So it's that gumption and that need to freely express yourself with no limitations, because you never know what you're going to unzip in life, and you're never going to know what adventure you might come across if you stay stagnant. And she's sort of saying, I have the power and strength to pull open that zipper and release whatever's inside of me. And I think it's a nice little way to say we're powerful and we can achieve anything we want to achieve in life.
Simon also shares her enthusiasm of having the mural displayed on the sidewall of the new cafe restaurant business Brew, as she also connects small business entrepreneurship with the economical benefit of public art. Simon elaborates on the economical benefit for the progressive city of Jasper.
There are many benefits economically to implement public art because it drives many different ways for a city to generate revenue. So you have tourism, you have social gatherings around that piece of public art, you have a now landmark, a place people want to see, a place people want to stop by on a road trip. It's bringing people into the city, but also bringing people together to experience something cool, something awesome, art. And it's also saying this city is alive and it's welcoming you with open arms. It's that sense of welcomeness and that welcomeness to people of all creeds, backgrounds, and it's about that mentality of saying, here's our city, we're proud of it, come experience it.
Simon hopes that her art can tell the stories of today for the future generations as they outlive her and influence future generations to display happiness, love, joy, and things that mean the most to us. Tonight we continue with our new series of Hometown Heroes. Here is Charlotte Olson with Kim Smith of Santa Claus.
Hello everyone, this is Charlotte Olson here, reporting for the 18 WJTS News Hometown Heroes. I am joined with another one of our local hometown heroes, of course, in our new segment, like I've already said, our Hometown Heroes. Of course, a hometown hero is anybody in our community that is making a difference or an impact, big or small, in those around us and helping make our community so great. Today, I am joined with Kim Smith, and she is from Santa Claus, Indiana, and she makes a great impact in a lot of girls and a lot of people, not only here in Jasper, but also in Uganda. So let's start talking to Kim. Hi, Kim. How are you today?
I'm good.
Great. So you were telling me earlier about how you worked with some girls in the WELL program. So what exactly is that? How did you mentor them? What did you do with your time with the girls?
At the Well here at CCJ, now Redemption, we have a thing on every Wednesday night. It's a youth group, and I got to be a part of these girls, and we started 4 years ago, and I was able to come back with them every year and join with them and get to be a part of their lives, and every Wednesday get to catch up and talk about the Lord and teach them the love of Christ. And it was an awesome 4 years to get to spend and pour into these girls and be a part of their lives.
Right. So we want to let you know that you were nominated for the work that you did with the girls and also the work that you were doing in Uganda. And now in Uganda, you're helping with the orphanage there that the church is helping support. What is your role in all of that? How are you contributing?
My husband and I, we about a year and a half ago, January of 2014, I think, came across this orphanage who had no help and no support. And so it was a really awesome thing that I felt like God put in my path as my children were getting older to kind of take over in that section of my life. And we were able to start being able to support them at every level, from food to medical to school, and being a part of their lives as well. And there's about 59 children in the orphanage right now, and we get to be a part of their soul support.
Right. Now, do you have contact with them? Do you get to maybe video chat them or talk to them or email them? Do you get to do any of that?
Yes, I'm in contact with him every day through messaging on Facebook. Thankful for for that anyway. And I also got to go visit them and spend a couple of weeks in Uganda. So I got to be a part of that and see the orphanage and visit and help them and get to do that. And I'm so thankful for the people that God has given me as well to raise money, because it's through their support that I'm able to actually be the hands and feet of God to them through the help of others.
Right. So out of all of this, the work that you've done with the wonderful women and also here in Uganda, what keeps you going? What is the sole, purpose of your service? Like, what keeps you going, essentially?
I would absolutely say it's God says go and be my light and spread the news of him, and being able to be with these girls and with even helping the people all the way in Africa, which I never thought would happen, is just me being able to be used by him.
Right. And do you have maybe a favorite memory or a favorite serving moment that you want to share?
Being with my girls on Wednesday nights outside of the church and getting to have them in my home and go kayaking or having dinner has been a highlight, and just being a mom to them as well as my 4 children. And then also getting to be a mom to a whole orphanage and getting to love on them and getting to know them and see their faces. And now when I see pictures, I look back and I recognize them, and it's like they're a part of my life now.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing those stories with us, and thank you for all that you do, both here and, of course, in Uganda. You really are making an impact, and we really appreciate that. And, of course, this was Kim Smith, our hometown hero this week. And if you would like to nominate a hometown hero, send your information to me. You can give me a call at 812-482-2727, or you can send me an email, and that email is mailbox@wjts.tv. And in that email, go ahead and include a contact information and who the person is for your nominee. Of course, this is Charlotte Olson reporting here for the 18 WJTS News, local people watching local people.
Thank you, Charlotte. It's so wonderful to be showcasing those in our community who make DuBois County and Southern Indiana such a wonderful place to live. If you would like to nominate someone as a hometown hero, you can contact reporter Charlotte Olson at 812-482-2727. Hometown Hero is a weekly feature shown every Friday on 18 WJTS-TV because we are local people watching local people. Firefighters were called to an early morning brush fire along State Road 64 in southeast DuBois County that was safely extinguished. Units from both of Schnellville and Birdseye Fire Departments responded to a report of the fire that broke out in a road ditch around 3:30 this morning, just west of Mentor. Upon arrival, firefighters found a 300-foot by 50 feet area of the ditch in flames. Mark Fisher of the Schnellville Fire Department says a 20-pound LP tank was spotted in the middle of the burning debris. Firefighters immediately cooled the tank while the blaze was being extinguished. Upon examination of the LP tank, it was determined that it was empty and had been in the ditch for quite some time. Fisher says the cause was likely a discarded cigarette. There were 13 firefighters and 3 trucks on the scene. No injuries or damages were reported. A Jasper man was placed under arrest late Thursday night on numerous drug charges after he had failed to return to community corrections. That resulted in a detainment report issued for him earlier this week. Jasper police say they and members of the DuBois County Community Corrections Department received a tip that 23-year-old Cody Smith of Jasper was at a residence located along the 1600 block of Reservoir Drive. The detainment report for Smith was issued on Monday. Shortly before 11:30 last night, officers arrived at the residence and they made contact with a female resident who immediately told police that Smith was inside the residence. Police say they found that Smith was in a bedroom holding a knife and say he initially refused to drop the weapon despite officers' commands. He eventually complied and was removed from the residence. The room was then searched by authorities. It was there police found marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Miss Smith was taken to the DuBois County Security Center where he was booked for possession of marijuana, possession of paraphernalia, and resisting law enforcement, as well as charges stemming from the Correction Department matters. Stay tuned. Weather and sports is to come on 18 WJTS News.